yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I thought,
interesting to see what happens with him
but
anyway.
I just love. That's why you gotta love Johnny Bones Jones.
What are you going to see, John Bon Jovi, Emily?
Mate, yeah, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that. Living on a
How do
prayer,
you think?
brother.
How do
Living
you
on a
think Bon
prayer.
Jovi would get on against John Jones anyway?
I don't know. I heard he does do Tai Chi, maybe. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
yeah.
you fuck him up.
Yes, yeah. So Bon Jovi's fighting Usyk in November the 12th.
Okay,
moving, moving on. What you got
right.
next?
Moving on. Well, let's move on to the news round. So I guess is
We
this was sort of what we've seen over the past week or leading up to the show that we've seen that I guess that's taken. Let me start again.
Mate, what's
Um,
going on? Are you okay?
yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. Right, news
Right.
round.
Take,
News
take a
round.
breath.
So yeah, we've just both picked a news topic we've seen over the week. That's just something we thought that needed a shout out. So if you don't mind, if I start with so MVP, he's been added to the Paris card. Interesting that he's fighting in middleweight. He's going to be fighting in middleweight in this one.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
realize that.
yeah, yeah. I guess what I was going to ask was like, this is going to be his last fight on his contract. He's 39 now. Do you
Yeah.
think this will be his last fight in the UFC as well?
Yeah, I think it will be because if you look back from when he first came in, he first signed his contract.
Hmm.
MVP was never really happy with the fights he was getting. He felt like he was being held out. If you remember, he
Yeah,
came out with some statements about
yeah.
he didn't quite get the matches he wanted. He maybe looked for another organization again. So I think this will be his last hurrah. And I think he got other irons in the fire, old MVP, when it comes down to like acting and content and media and all that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, and coaching. He looks like a good coach. I've seen some of his stuff that he's over in,
Yeah,
like
mate.
the
Yeah,
Muay Thai gym. Because yeah, like you just said, that was one of the things I pointed out there. Like he hasn't been given the fights he's been given, and the thing that struck me, right, he's got 4 wins in 5 in the UFC. He's had 2 fights a year since signing his contract. He's only lost once, and that was to Ian Gary.
hmm
I'm like, how is he only ranked 12? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like when
he's
you got
just another one. He's another one of them fighters, isn't it? He's not exciting enough, and he's had some matches like Shara Bullet where they go, just tactical kind of point fighting, karate style type fights. Even though he is exciting because he's technically amazing, it's just not what the UFC or Dana's looking for, is it?
that's
I think
yeah,
that's
that's
what it comes down to.
yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there because like you got your likes of Josh Hockett who wins one fight and gets put in the top 10, even top 6,
Exactly.
wasn't it? Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think he was at like so? He signed when he was 36, so for me that's signed pretty late. That's a pretty late
hmm
signing. All his fights has gone a distance like in the UFC. So like you said, then I think Dana White has just gone in Bellator. He was fucking lightning. He was one of the great guys. He had a 10-year career in Bellator where he was exciting, knocking people out, doing that. I guess Dana seen that, signed him, and then was just like, "Nah, this guy's not getting a title shot. I'm afraid."
No. And what you got to think of is when he come over at 36, like you say, who did he really have contender wise?
Yeah.
Like for his style, for that weight, for somebody who's not the same age, but he's older. Like that's
Hmm.
like a quite an age to come into a
Yeah.
division to try and take it and storm it, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just really
So
surprised that he's only 12 with 4 wins in 5. It's just yeah. Or maybe just the 2 fights a year is just not been active enough where other guys have just been, I guess, more active and pushing him out and pushing him down. But his record is really good. He's 25-3. So like that's something to look back at. He was champion in Bellator. He's never hit the heights in the UFC. But he might sign for PFL. He might do like maybe 2 years there, or might just be like, that's it. I'm laying the gloves down, possibly.
mate, you could see him in something like Karate Combat,
Yeah,
organizing like that, where they
mm,
pull people from all organizations and different types of
yeah,
martial arts. So, I mean, he's an amazing fighter. He's
yeah,
so knowledgeable, and he's a true martial artist, isn't he? So, yeah, you
yeah,
got to take your hat off to him. He's had a class career, but I don't think
yeah.
the UFC was was the right time for him.
Yeah, that was my news because I seen it and I was surprised. Seen it. It was his last fight in his contract, and I just got me thinking about. Yeah, I remember watching him in Bellator and being great. But yeah, good luck to him and see what happens.
Yeah.
What's did you get any news in? Did you see anything?
I sure did, me old Macaruno.
What have we got?
Well, it's one I've been looking at for a while, and
Yeah,
when I was doing my notes last night, something I really wanted to mention. Um, as we all know, Ben Askren,
yeah,
UFC, Bellator, blah blah blah, had a double lung transplant almost 2 years ago, where
yeah,
he caught an infection and was nearly dead, basically. Yeah, he was on the list for a long time. He fought in the Real American Wrestling this
yeah.
weekend against Bilal Muhammad.
I've
And
seen. Yeah,
I just want to say, like, it's just amazing what the human body and athletes can do with
100%. Yeah,
like the power of the mind and training again, and to see somebody who's just had their fucking actual lungs replaced. And watching, he was winning at the beginning of the match as well. He was beating Bilal, and Bilal
yeah.
come back, ended up beating him 6-3, I think. But just
Yeah.
wanted to say what a human being like.
I was watching his interview this morning, and they were asking me. He was like, "Look, it wasn't my lungs that give out; it was my legs." He said, "My legs were just done." He said, "I guess, yeah, being out
Yeah,
for
yeah,
so long, but coming back and actually doing it, and it's you
fucking
got to take your hats off to
inspirational.
someone like that." Again, he was
Yeah,
one of those guys. I guess in the UFC, his career wasn't great. Everyone I guess remembers the fight with your man when he knocked him out in 6 seconds.
Masvidal. Yeah,
Masvidal,
Masvidal,
yeah.
flying knee. Yeah,
He had that one that one good win, but it wasn't a great win. We had fucking thingy in a choke in a bulldog hold. Remember that?
oh,
I think it was I can't think of yeah, I should know.
I can't either, mate, off the top of my head. I'll find out though.
It'll annoy me when it's done because he's been in one of my favorite fights, and I was Robbie Lawler.
Yeah,
Robbie
well,
Lawler.
well done, buddy. That's a class
Yeah,
fight, that was.
yeah.
I
Sorry,
mean,
I
Ben
had to go
Askren
in the back
had
of my
some
brain.
wars in the UFC, didn't he? Really,
Yeah.
he did have some wars, but I think his best career was before he came over, wasn't it? The better part of his
Oh
career
yeah, yeah. By
before
far.
he got to the UFC. But mate, like, for anybody out there who thinks that they can't do a sport or start a discipline because they might have an ailment or they might have something that's happened to them a few years ago they can't get over, just look at this fella.
This is proof. Yeah.
And you could do anything, really. You can do anything.
You always get that image in your mind, and I always like anyone that mentions Ben Askren now is that picture of him on the bed where he's like almost
Oh
gaunt
my
and like
God.
skeleton, and
It
it
was,
was a moment where you were just like, I think he might die. Like
yeah, I
I
thought
hope
so.
not, but it was that sort. Even like Masvidal went to visit him. They're good.
Yeah,
They're good friends now, aren't they? And it was just like, yeah,
yeah.
I suppose.
I know he had because obviously he fought Jake Paul, didn't he, as well? And
Oh yeah,
I
of course.
think,
Jesus Christ, I
yeah,
forgot all about that.
apparently Jake Paul paid a massive percentage for him to have the lung transplant because he has
Yeah.
to pay for it, obviously.
And
And
it's
people,
great, isn't it? And I love
it's
that side.
amazing.
I love that side of fighting where people just think
Yeah,
because they fight, they don't like each other. That's not the case.
nah.
I get it. Some fighters don't like some fighters, but most of the time it's
So
they're fighting because that's their job.
you get the odd beef where people genuinely hate each other, but
Mm.
in generality, that's why I love the sport so much. Is two men can kick the shit out of each other for 25 minutes sometimes, and one tries to kill the other one and make them
Yeah,
unconscious, and then you hug and embrace after the
yeah,
fight, and then you're good. You might train together after that. I love all that. That's how it
yeah,
should be, man.
yeah.
That was
100%.
my little bit of news,
But
mate. That
yeah,
was it, really.
well, big applause to Ben Askren anyway, because to come back from that and to actually compete again
Yeah.
it's just outstanding. Yeah,
Ben
great.
Askren, you're an animal of a man, and keep fucking
Yeah,
going. But he did retire last night. But anyway, just keep doing
yeah,
whatever you're
yeah,
doing.
yeah. I did see that. I
Yeah.
did see that.
But yeah, there we
So
are, buddy.
I guess on to another new feature. Now, this was something I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just put it in a show, and it's What's Got Your Back. So I guess it's something that's annoyed you over the week or annoys you, whether it's a rule, whether it's the way someone is, I don't know, just anything. But I thought I'd start with what gets my back. And this is after watching last week's Conor McGregor's comeback show. And it's not just in UFC, it's in boxing. it's in quite a lot of sports, but I see it mostly in UFC and boxing, is empty stadiums. Empty stadiums
Yeah.
until the final fight comes on. It really, really pisses me off. Like, I've been to a few events. We went to, even the Samurai Fighting Championship. When their mates had fought, everyone's gone. I think
Oh, that was shocking.
by the main card, we were pretty much the only ones left there. There was like 20 guys
It
left,
was.
20 people left
I
there.
know.
And it
It
really
was.
gets me back. And then for one of the reasons, and I'll take you from the UFC, is you had Luke Riley fighting, you had Thingy fighting in lightweight. You had you had 3 good fights on the undercard, and there was no one there watching it. And I'm just like, what are you guys paying for? Like,
Mate,
I get it. It's
the-
just to be seen at the side of the ring. It's just to be seen on camera. But honestly, really, that's something that just annoys me.
No, I'm with you on that one. The only guy you see there is Theo Vaughn. He's the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
guy that
yeah,
goes early and gives them, and he actually says, like, that's why he does it. Because he says, can you imagine going out? This could be the biggest fight of your life on a prelim, your UFC debut, and then you look around the stadium and there's no one
yeah.
there.
What
He's
the,
like,
what the like? Sorry, I cut you in there. Yeah, but
I was just going to say, like, it's if you're buying a ticket, and it, to me, it is insane that you
yeah,
can't be there. I'd be outside the door freaking queuing. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? To get a ticket, to make sure you're there for the whole thing.
From that event on the weekend, like Dana White's always there. He's always sat at ringside. And the other person I noticed that was there throughout was Nina Drama. She was there
Mhm.
throughout. She was sat there. She was watching. I just think that's the proper fans, the ones that are there doing that. And then in comparison, when you watch one championship, from the word go, it's
Oh,
full,
mate,
it's
different
packed
level over
out.
there.
And
Yeah.
this is the other bit that annoyed me about it is going back to when fucking Eddie Hall fought Fury. You had that like the social media fights all the way through. They had a packed house all from the word go. Like that doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
even
mate.
even from the opening thing, you had these social media clowns that were bringing in more crowds than some of the best boxers do.
But do you know the best thing for me is just people go there and they go there to use their phone.
Yeah,
For some
yeah,
reason, they can't use their phone anywhere else, but they save it for the boxing, and then they do 6 hours of admin and social media
yeah,
while the fights
yeah.
go on, and you're looking like, what the fuck are you
Like,
doing? There should
and
be no phones policy.
it's one of those, especially MMA, especially it's one of those sports where when in a blink of eye something happens, you've missed one of the best knockouts you're ever going to see, and you've missed it
But
because you're worrying about what you. Yeah.
I can't even eat food and watch fights
No,
because
no, I'm the same.
every time I look down, something happens. Or every time I go,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So I got a rule now. I just put it on the side because you end
yeah,
up. That's how quick it is. Like you say, you look down for your beans on toast, and someone's been knocked out before you
yeah.
know it.
But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
that's
I
what got
agree with
my
you.
back.
I agree with your grievance on that one, old buddy, because it
Yeah,
is one of mine as well.
yeah. Have you got
There's no
anything
need of
down?
that. We're going to talk about the same event because I
Yeah,
tell you what got my back up is the fact that we had to fucking pay for it. That is
yeah,
all I've got to fucking say. After the mate, I understand, right? They did say there was going to be some pay-per-views. Yeah, I understand that, but this whole Paramount deal, we're paying the subscription, so you
yeah,
don't have to rent the fights. You can just go on there, pay monthly, which we are. We're paying
yeah,
customers.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you turn around and say, oh, you got to pay 20 quid. And I thought, you fucking bastards.
Yeah, yeah. Like it really does make sense. And for what you got back in return was
Exactly.
because you can watch the prelims on Paramount. You don't need to pay for the
Hmm.
prelims. You can watch
Nope.
that. But for what you got back, yes, there were some good fights on there. But for to have the UFC 250 Freedom that wasn't pay per view and was one of the best cards I've seen in a long,
Yeah,
long
it doesn't
time.
make sense, does it?
So then you paying 20 quid just to be able to pay Conor McGregor is money.
30 million he got. 30 million.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
that's
gets
why
my
we
back.
have to pay 20 quid.
And the same happens with boxing. You pay for your subscription for boxing, no. I guess I get it, it's business, it's this, but it's hard earned money, man. It's just like
Mate,
money
that's it.
we're paying enough.
Like I was going to say, I'm not a fucking idiot. I understand it's a business model and they're
Yeah.
there to make billions of pounds. But they don't pay the fighters that well for one, which always gets me with
Yeah,
the amount of
yeah,
money they make. So even if they said this one's going to be pay-per-view, but we give a percentage pay-per-view to make the bonuses bigger, or
yeah,
we're going to put
yeah.
up a fight first because you've all paid, or any little thing where I go, fair dues, it's going to the fighters now. I don't mind that. But
But that
yeah,
30
that
mil, like you said, that 30 mil that they pay Connor, why couldn't they spread that out throughout and just pay the fighters
yeah,
more?
pretty well. And mate, and for 30 mil, and he got in the ring, jumped in the air, and that happened, and that was
Yeah.
it.
No, yeah,
And
that does annoy me because again, we were excited to see the return because we just wanted to see what was going down. And then I think I messaged you on the Friday and I just realized I was like, oh, it's been pay per view,
yeah,
man. And
it
it just
messaged
almost
me and
breaks
ruined my
flat. You're like,
day.
oh God, gotta pay
I
for
know.
that now.
Like, fuck, there's just something else to pay for, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
mate, I can't say a lot because I paid it.
Yeah.
Well, we paid it. Do you know what I mean? We paid
Yeah,
it,
but
so
we paid
I'm
it
gonna
because we
pay
had
it
to, because
again.
we had to pay it
Yeah,
because we wanted to watch it. But,
yeah, exactly. You got you
yeah,
by the knackers, and they really. But that was
yeah,
my little niggle, mate. To be
yeah.
honest,
No,
out
I
of all
agree
of
with
it,
you on that as well.
got it off my chest.
Right, guys, moving on to another new feature. We're just new feature galore. Let us know if any of these features are
Yeah,
working or if they're not, guys. Let us know what you think.
yeah.
So, at the end of every show, we do Pud's picks. We're going to do this one called Pud Predicts. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, what do you think about that one? So,
I like it.
you, I'm just going to ask you a question about anything that's going on, and I'm not going to give you any sort of
Prompt.
like leading up to it. I'm not giving you any prompt. This is just straight off your head. So I've gone with who wins Moses Atoma versus Felipe Hergovich, August 29th.
Ooh,
That's going down.
is that it? Is it August 29th?
August
Very
29th.
good.
Yeah.
That's only around the corner. Well, mate, great question, by the way. I like it. I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be old Moses Atama for this one.
Yeah.
It's
I
he's
can't see it.
no, I just don't know. I can't even when I sit and think about it really hard in my head, try and plan the fight out, watch Hergovich's last fight against David Allen,
Hmm.
Moses' last fight. It's just Moses too quick, too young, too fast, too much power, too hungry.
I
That's it.
think he's going to be one of those guys that kind of like, I guess, Usyk has done over the, he's going to win the belts and they ain't coming off him. That's how I feel with
Yeah, yeah,
Moses
same,
Toma.
buddy.
Do you
Same.
think though in this fight that is, I guess, well, they said this about his last fight. This is going to be his hardest fight to date. Do you think he's going to get tested at all?
Man, I don't. I think all Hergovich will be good at is like weighing weight on him, like
Mhm.
dirty fighting him a little bit and keep him close to him,
Yeah,
like because he's a big old unit and he likes to like bully his weight a little bit. But I mean, you got to get close enough to Moses for that.
yeah.
Moses, he's a really good at finding that range. So I don't even know if it'll be a test for him, Krem. To be honest, I'm thinking he'll be done within 5 rounds.
I don't think it's going to be a test, but I think he's going to be a thinker. It's going to make him think. He's going to be put in some sort of situations where, right, I got to think how I get out of this now. Not that he's going to like sort of lay gloves on him or rock him. Just like there'll be
Yeah,
certain bits of Hergovich's, experience that he'll. So it'll be a very big chess game. I think a very big mind set for Moses.
yeah, yeah,
But
mate. I agree. I agree with that.
I can't see it going past 6 either. I think it's just going to be one of those again. But I don't know. I think everyone's on the Moses train at the moment. It's going
Well,
well for him. What he's doing.
mate, you got to be on the Moses train when you look at his record, how he's going at the minute. I
Yeah,
know they've not given him his biggest test, as they're saying. I
yeah,
mean, every fight's a fucking test in my eyes. Anything can happen.
yeah.
But I
Exactly.
mean, they haven't given him a proper big test. They're saying this could be it. So I'm looking forward to it. It just
Yeah.
yeah, like I can't see Bergovich doing it personally.
No, I think everyone in the boxing world is on the same sort of Moses is gonna do it. But yeah, it'll be an interesting fight anyway. Yeah. So that's Pud predicts. Pud predicts Moses Atoma in 5.
I like it, buddy. Yeah, a quick
Yeah.
one. Is that in the UK, that fight? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
It
it's
is
in.
it? Queensbury it'll be, won't it? Queensbury promotion.
Oh, I did see the other day. I can't remember. Oh, it's in the O2, I believe. I think it's in the O2.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's even better for Moses then. That's all I was thinking. He have
yeah,
a lot of his London geezers behind him coming to
yeah.
see him, wouldn't he? Or the
Well,
crowd,
yeah.
like
Before I move on, but this is because then they were saying like, is that going to set up Moses versus Oh shit, what's his name? The Brit that's just won. God, my brain's not working. My brain's not braining today.
The
Dubois.
Brit that you. Oh yeah, I was
Moses
going to say.
Dubois.
He'll
Because
beat AJ.
they're both in the same camp. They're both in the same promotion. They're both Frank Warren's guys. So I was just listening to this and it was interesting. Johnny Walker was saying, Johnny Nelson, fuck yeah.
You know, son.
Johnny Walker's the BBC Two radio DJ.
I'm thinking Johnny Walker UFC.
He does the country and western show on BBC Radio 2. Anyway,
Mate, you're on fire today.
it's the sun. I'm sat in the sun, mate. It's
I know
it's
you
burning
need
down
to.
on me. So
Yeah.
so they were on about it with he was on Thingy show the other day and he was just saying like it'll be interesting because Frank Warren knows who he wants to be champion. He knows Moses is going to give him the most money. He's going to give him the most this. So
Yeah.
I think he will chuck him in with Dubois next. I think it'll be Dubois, Moses at home if he gets through Hrgovic.
Ooh, I'd like to see that one, old buddy.
And
Because
again, another big British heavyweight title, which is what we grew up on British heavyweight championships and British heavyweight fighters. So yeah, it's getting good. I think the heavyweight division, especially now Usyk has relinquished the belts. I think it's kind of an interesting time now for heavyweight boxing.
Well, that's it. They needed to pull the plug somewhere a little bit on the belts,
Yeah.
didn't they? Because it was just plugged and nobody was getting through. And yeah, like you say, this opens up a lot of opportunities now. I think, like, I don't know what they quite trying to do with Moses. I don't know if they. I don't know about Dubois. If they would, I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong. And they don't fight from the same gym, though, do they? They're just under the same promotion, right?
Same promotion, yeah. I don't think they're at the same gym. They're definitely at the same
promotion. They could be a chance they could fight then. I thought you said they was at the same gym.
No, I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure they're just with Frank Warren. But still, they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to fight someone big soon. Whether
Yeah, he's got to because obviously, like he wants it as well.
Maybe it's AJ next year after it could be anyone in our British heavyweight division.
That's an exciting thought. Yeah, every time I've watched Moses media or interviews, not every time, but a few of them I've seen, he's saying he wants bigger fights now. He was getting fed up of fighting having no test like that.
You need a test. So yeah, that's Puds Predicts for this week. So moving on now, another new feature.
Another new feature.
Oh, another new feature. So we're gonna do, because when we started the podcast, we wanted to do grassroots and stuff that's close to home, but we kind of got taken over by UFC because there's been so many good cards this year. This is why we've changed the show around a bit this week, and hopefully going forward, this is going to be the format of our show. It's not going to be too heavily UFC, just to give everyone a chance. So this one we call Close to Home. So it's basically any event that's going on this month or when we're recording a show that's close to us. So again, if I start, so we've got AFN Kickboxing F1 Fight Night at the New Plaza in Port Talbot on the 25th of July. Sanctioned by the ISKA. This card is heavily rooted in the Welsh MMA community, featuring a lot of local fighters as well. If I just go through some of the guys that we fighting, so we've got Max Jones taking on Benny Dobson in K1, TJ Watkins taking on Morgan Kingsman, Harry Thomas taking on Stefan Cryan. I might have got that wrong, but sorry. Ashton Evans taking on Archie Reese. Rudian George taking on Paul Miles, and then we've got a Muay Thai fight, which is Sam Gad. I think that's the main card, Sam Gad versus LS Locke. So, yeah, I just wanted to shout out to anyone that's in the area. Unfortunately, we've got a wedding to attend next week, so we're at the same wedding, so I would have loved to have gone down there for this, but I'd be keeping an eye out because they do a lot of events throughout the year. But yeah, that's a kickboxing event down in Port Talbot.
I tell you, but if that is hell of a lineup and a card there.
Yeah,
that would be a really good night to kickboxing. That would.
And you guys, if any of those fighters, I know it's going to be a week leading up to your fight, so probably won't get. But if you want to come on the show, guys, give us a shout and we'll have you on for your next fights or whatever.
Yeah, class. Yeah, good luck to all the fighters. That's a good event.
Grassroots Wales.
Yeah, boy. Well, buddy, I'm coming down my neck of the woods on my one. Obviously, I'm down down in Hampshire. And this event is in Brighton, and it is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition.
Nice.
It's run by a company called the Smooth Comp, and they're
Yeah.
basically a software company that organise events in combat sports.
Yeah.
They cover anything from K1 to wrestling, jiu-jitsu, you name it, they do it. They got a great
Yeah.
website and Instagram,
Nice.
smoothcomp.com.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is in Brighton in Mull School Leisure Centre. You can find
Yeah.
it on the website. It's all jiu-jitsu levels, all ages, that's gi and the no gi. This event's been going around 10 years, so it's very
wow.
credible, you know what I mean? And one of the best advantages of this event is all spectators go free.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you want a
Yeah.
day out with the kiddies, or you want to, go down with the boys and have a day out for free, and you're interested in jiu-jitsu, go along and support them.
Nice.
There's 248 athletes. They haven't put the athlete names up on the site because still waiting for registrations.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's down in Brighton. That's Mull School
Yeah.
Leisure Centre, August the 1st. Smooth
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Shout out to Smooth Comp.
Involved.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Smooth
boy.
Comp, man. Yeah, excellent. But yeah, that
Marvellous
pretty much
one.
concludes our show. Have we got a Puds pick for this week?
Good pick. Yeah, we have, boy. Let me get him ready, boss. Where's he to? He's in my notes. Sorry, bro. So, because we're on the boxing subject, and I was having a look through this last night. I've got one of the special edition Ricky Hatton and Castillo
Oh, that's mint.
programs.
Yeah.
There's an artist called Richard Sloan, and he
Yeah.
was commissioned in 2007 to do 3 big main event fights and do a cover for
Yeah.
him. So he done one of Ricky Hatton. This was in Caesar's Palace, 2007, June the 23rd. One of the best fights, one of Ricky Hatton's best fights, I think, personally.
Yeah.
I won't even tell you the outcome, and I won't tell you the controversy, what goes on, but you got a hard Manchester fella against a Mexican, Jose Luis Castillo. So
Nice. We'll get
Ricky
on that.
Hatton and Castillo, 2007, great boxing match.
Yeah. I'll get on that. Excellent. I
There
love
we
that
go,
program
boys.
as well.
Do
That
you like
program's mint. Proper collectible,
Yeah.
that.
Mate, I love it. Yeah, my mum
Yeah.
got it for me from an auction, bless her.
Oh, that's lush, that is. Well done.
Yeah, don't know why my mum was at a boxing auction, but yeah.
You know, she's bare knuckle though, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she ain't fighting so much these days, I think.
Yeah.
But
Coaching
she
now,
still
yeah.
she still attends events.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it then, boys.
Excellent. So, yeah, thanks again. That was a great show. So yeah, as always, like, subscribe, share. We're looking for followers. We're looking for anyone. Just come on, and anyone that wants to come on the show, come on the show.
Yeah, look, we are
I just
messaging
just
people.
take the piss out of each other before we do.
Yeah, we are messaging people. We're open to have anybody on here.
Yeah.
Don't nobody feel like awkward in messaging us. Like, we got the
Yeah.
most open DMs you can slide into ever.
Yeah.
From any walk of life or whatever you want to talk about. You want to get a platform about your business that's to do with combat sports. Or if you got something you want to promote for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you do see Fight Chat TV come into your box, don't ignore it. It is us. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're not trying to do anything like that. We just want to get people on the show and talking fight then.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone who's liked and viewed and subscribed. We're up 70 subscribers on YouTube now, guys.
We want to try 800 by the end of the year, guys.
Come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Right, awesome,
Yeah.
buddy.
Pleasure talking to you, mate.
And you, mate.
I'll see you on Saturday.
See you Saturday, buddy. Have a good day.
Yeah, wicked, man.
Ciao, boss.
Peace.